so you can be ready to leave your home quickly in case of an evacuation order. Your go bag should include a couple of days of clothing, copies of your important documents and ID, money, insurance information, your medications, electronic devices, batteries, chargers, a small radio, and emergency contacts. If you receive an evacuation order, gather your loved ones, grab your bag, your pet food, and leave immediately. For information on shelters for your pets or even your family, call 211 for the City of Los Angeles and 311 county-wide. Wearing a mask outside will help protect you from smoke, toxic fume, and particulate matter. If you don't need to go out, it's best to stay home with the windows closed. Getting to know your neighbors is a great way to stay safe, stay connected, and share resources. And Angelinos are stepping up to help, so reach out and find the assistance you need. Mutual Aid LA Network is constantly updating a Google Sheet with mutual aid resources. You can find it at tiny.cc-malan-fire. The earlier you make a plan, the better off you'll be when every second counts. Praying for LA, preparing, and standing with you. KBLA Talk 1580.
It's time to set our intentions, set our self-care, and find our focus. This is Mindful Mondays with Saharah Ali on KBLA Talk 1580.
And what a perfect moment, what a perfect time, what a full moon to have the guidance and support and the wisdom of a meditation instructor, a sound healer and sound bath specialist, life coach, astrologer, master yoga teacher, and more. Saharah Ali, we get Mindful Monday. Welcome, Saharah.
Good morning, Dominique, and good morning, KBLA family. Welcome to Mindful Mondays, where we get our minds right for the week by setting positive intentions to honor our mind and body through meditation, prayer, and affirmation as we step unapologetically into our week, being on purpose with faith, truth, power, and wisdom. We start this Mindful Monday with prayers and light, calling for support to every fire survivor. Blessing all holding the space for healing and safety and love and light, and honoring where we're standing in this situation. Today is we're under the celestial influence of the first full moon of the year in Cancer. And Cancer is home, it's family, it's our roots, it's the connection to the wholeness of who we are, and it's conjunct Mars, which is fight and fire and all of this other stuff. But this full moon is known as the wolf moon by the indigenous people, and it's reflecting the primal energy of life. It brings reflection. The task of the wolf moon in Cancer is to take care of the pack and honor inner strength, yet yielding transformation and spiritual awareness and giving tenacity. The call to action is self-empowerment. It's embracing change. It's guiding to help redefine the path of our lives. It's aiding in the collaboration of collective awareness. And it is so important to understand that it is collective consciousness that is going to shift us through all things going forward from 2025 to the rest of our lives. It is also giving structure to our dreams and wishes, strengthening our spirit and releasing the stagnation, asking us to shift our values. It's time to remember our purpose. It's time to examine relationships and our relationship to anger, our relationship to grudges, our relationship to resentment, and to awaken to our personal power and invite our souls to navigate unapologetically as individuals and as a collective. So going forward, leaning into our Mindful Monday meditation, take a breath. Take a breath and anchor your feet to the earth. Connect to the earth and your purpose. Connect to the earth and align to your soul's fulfillment, and just breathe and be here now. There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress, and we need to get grounded. We need to try and be in the moment so that we can invite clarity. So just relax and breathe. Inhale. And now exhale, calming your mind. And now inhale, calling on the power of divine wholeness, calling on your ancestors in the Most High. As we are in situations that are helpless, but there is a power greater than us. So open yourself to the wisdom of divine guidance. Just breathe and relax. And now inhale. And as you exhale, find your inner strength, find understanding. And as you exhale, mindfully connect. Connect to your breath, connect to your body. Be here now in present time. And inhale, listening to yourself, your breath. Listen to your breath and surrender to your breath. Breath is the key to life. And now just exhale. Exhale and listen for guidance. Listen for wisdom. Be in this moment right here, right now, connecting with your breath to realign the energy of your brain so that you can open to clarity and divine guidance. Relax, release, and let go. And now take a big breath. Holding the breath, give yourself permission to lean into the power of the divine. And as you exhale, listen with love and clarity for guidance. Relax and breathe in the love of the Most High. Breathe in this time of light and wholeness. And exhale, calling on your angels, calling on our ancestors as we surrender our anger, as we surrender our helplessness, as we surrender to what's no longer serving us, to be in present time, to have clarity to survive and to shift and transform. And now inhale and be ready to embrace divine transformation. Be ready to level up to your wholeness and know that we shall not be moved. And now exhale, relax. Relax, let go, and just breathe. And as you breathe, visualize positive change. Visualize that which you are claiming for the wholeness in your life right now as we walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Relax and just breathe and listen with an open heart. Find your empowerment. Find self-love so that we can stand as a collective. Just breathe. Breathe and relax. And be right here, right now, on purpose to embrace change. To embrace your willingness to rebirth, to grow, to change. And now inhale and hold that breath. And as you breathe in, Find your strength. And as you exhale, be bold and ready to shift the stagnation and open to change. Promising yourself to be unapologetically on purpose. Just breathe and relax. Feel grounded and centered. And as you breathe, believe all things are possible. Just relax, quieting your mind. And now take the biggest breath you've had all morning. And as you exhale, center yourself and open your mind and heart to our Mindful Monday affirmation. Our Mindful Monday affirmation today is, today I embrace my divine purpose, unfolding truth and wholeness in my life here and now. Today I embrace my divine purpose, unfolding truth and wholeness in my life here and now. And just relax and breathe, bringing your awareness back to present time, giving yourself permission to embrace your divine purpose, allowing truth to unfold, and stepping boldly into your power, as we know that we cannot be moved, and to know that we have an inner strength, and coming together as a collective, we can build a new path. We can create the change that is lasting. And as my grandmother would say, together we stand, divided we fall. We must protect each other so we can transform, thrive, and rebuild. I thank you, Dominique. I thank you, Tavis Smiley and Miles, for the 1580 KBLA family. Have an unapologetically blessed week, and keep praying and sending light to all the fire survivors, and do what we can as a family and as a collective. And understand this land here in Altadena, it was created and built and thrive on indigenous people. Indigenous people build up all this land around here, and the indigenous spirits are saying, let's come back home. Let's come back to the truth of which we know. And people of color, we deserve this, so let's fight for this, and let's be a collective, and let's have compassion for each other and respect this transition in this vulnerable place of where we are right now. We are in rebuilding our roots, and let's plant some seeds that are lasting.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Saharah Ali is also located in the Pasadena-Altadena area. Are you guys doing okay?
Oh, we're good. We have to evacuate, but everything is fine.
Yeah. And so I know that you know, as we all felt with your prayer, this is very personal for you and your family, and you are actually witnessing all that's going on out there, and the devastation, and also the spirit, the incredible spirit of people who are giving and organizing and mobilizing to help one another.
Yes, in our office, we held a clinic for people to come, because we have acupuncturists, we have craniosacral, we have sound healing, we have acupuncture, and so we will be holding a trauma day again where people can come and get free treatments to help recalibrate. Because what happens in situations like this, we get outside our bodies. We need to get back inside our bodies. We need to pray and come together as a collective and understand that we are the change that is needed. And despite this disaster, we will survive, because we always have and we always do.
Yeah, it's really well said. And that's beautiful work. Those are the things, we don't think about. We think, well, I've got food, I've got water. Now, we get to survival, and the whole piece about mental health and spiritual well-being sometimes gets pushed to the back. And certainly those acupuncture treatments and the incredible sound healing that you do make a huge difference for folks. It's something you didn't know you needed. and then when you have it, and you're like, oh, I feel so much clearer. I guess I did need that. So there's a lot of power in that. If you want to keep an eye on how and when that's going on, you can go to SaharahAli.com. It's SAHARAH, SaharahAli.com, if you want to get a treatment and support. a Black-owned business in Pasadena, i.e. Saharah Ali, you can call for a treatment, a reading, a sound bath, any of those things. You can call her assistant Elise at 213-628-9783, 213-628-9783 to set something up.
And if they're open to prayer counseling, just call, and we will be prayer warriors together.
Absolutely.
You know, we need to know that our words have power, and that power creates change, and we have to trust and know that we have the strength to survive this.
Absolutely. And I know I think about you all the time. In fact, I posted something that you sent me. I think it was you. It might have been my stepdaughter, Isa. You guys have both sent me beautiful things about breath and the herbs that we need to support our bodies right now. And because, you can live without food, you can't live without water, and you live even less time without air. And the air is a lot toxic. So there's herbs and some of the breath work are more important than ever, right?
Right, and the breath work, as the ancient, this time and what we're going through, breath is the key to that transformation. We must breathe in new life. We must exhale what's no longer serving us. We must breathe in our power. We must exhale our helplessness. We must breathe in our truth and stand for who we are and the power we have as a people.
Well, Saharah, we're coming out there. We're going to be broadcasting from Perry's on Lincoln on Thursday, the whole show. And everyone's invited if they want to come, or if you just want to listen, that's fine too. We're going to be sharing stories of people there in Altadena and having some community leaders from the area to tell us what they need and what's going on. It's at 2051 Lincoln Ave. I've never been there. Looking forward to it. And so we'll be out your way.
So I'll show up. I'll come with my bowls.
Oh, that would be amazing.
With my singing bowls.
Oh, y'all,
so give me that address again.
I'll call you after the show, girl.
Okay. All right. I'll come up with my singing bowls and all the stuff that I do. I'll come up there and support the community I'm in.
That's amazing. Some healing. Y'all don't know about these singing bowls. If you don't know about these singing bowls, you need to know about these doggone singing bowls. Saharah Ali, thank you so much. Love you so much.
I love you too. And thank you, KBLA family. And let's stay in prayer. Let's stay in light and think about what we want, not what we don't want, and know we will not be defeated. Fire is nothing against light, love, hope, and some water.
Absolutely. Continue our conversation. It's a perfect time to call me if you want to vent, if you got some information to share, you need some fellowship, or you just off the wall. 800-920-1580. Dominique DiPrima for KBLA Talk 1580.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
We gon' be alright.
KBLA Talk 1580 is amplifying Black voices and spotlighting our untold stories. I'm Dominique DiPrima. Join me Thursday from 6 to 9 a.m. as we broadcast live from Perry's Joint on Lincoln Avenue in Altadena, covering the individuals and families impacted by the Altadena Eaton fire. Hear from community leaders and those who have suffered losses that must not be forgotten. Together, we can help them rebuild and recover. Together, we are LA Strong, LA United, with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580.
Can your pad absorb everything and stay fresh? Always Radiant with Flex Foam can. Get up to 0 leaks, 0 odor, and 0 feel, because Flex Foam is the only pad with a flexible foam core. You heard me, foam. Always Radiant is so thin, it feels like nothing, yet protects like nothing else. Can your pad do that? For up to 100% leak-free protection, try Always Radiant to see what Flex Foam can do for you.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
Here they come.
y'all, here they come. Here they come, y'all, here they come. Get out the way. Ooh. First things first with Dominique DiPrima at 6 a.m. Tavis Smiley at 9 a.m. Truth Time with Dr. Cornell West and Nina Turner at 12 noon. Here they come, y'all, here they come. Here they come, y'all, here they come. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. The Jesse Jackson Jr. Show at 1 p.m. The D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show at 2 p.m. A More Perfect Union with Dr. Nee Quarterly Quartet at 4 p.m. Here they come, y'all, here they come. Here they come, y'all, here they come. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Tune in weekdays from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for the talk of the town. Only on KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about. Here they come, y'all. Here they come.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
The conversation continues right now with Dominique DiPrima on First Things First.
Oh, man, we all know prayer works. That's not just a slogan. It's actually been studied. And it does work. And this is a time when we would do well to pray. We've got these wind warnings back. Remember the extreme, most serious wind warning that we had right before this broke out. These fires broke out when actually that night, Tuesday night, I couldn't sleep because the wind was so loud. It was like even loud in LA. And of course, when I say LA, I'm talking about the center of LA. I'm talking about what black people mean when we say LA. But LA is a huge county, right? And it has some cities that are part of the city, some areas. I guess I call them cities because they have their own names and their own vibe, but they're actually part of LA City. Like the entire valley is part of LA City. And then you have towns like Santa Monica and Malibu, Gardena, that are part of LA County, Inglewood, but they're not actually part of the city. It's confusing. If you don't live here, it's confusing. But because LA is really like a giant collection of small towns that is a city, and then the county is like a whole country almost. That's a collection of more towns. But I say that to say that if you're in the middle, it's not as windy most of the time. So if you're out where the Palisades are, or on the west, by the ocean, or if you're on the east side where the Eaton Canyon, Altadena, Pasadena fire is, you are going to have more wind. They're ocean, mountainous areas. And so prayer is going to be, this is the time to do it, because apparently we're going to see the winds kick up as early as today, but probably tomorrow, like they're talking about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. tomorrow. And it could spread more fire. So if you were ever going to have a go bag, now would be the time, especially if you're on the west side or the east side. And they're saying don't do anything that could spark a fire. And the particularly dangerous fire warning goes into effect at 4 a.m. on Tuesday, tomorrow. And I've heard different varying reports that the main danger will last through Wednesday, but could go all the way through the end of the week on Friday. So we are in a critical moment once again. And I think part of what's making this difficult is that it's so long, it's so sustained. Usually in California, when we have an earthquake is scary, but it's quick. It's minutes, seconds. And then the cleanup can take days, weeks, and years, absolutely. But the immediate part about how much damage is going to get done, and of course you've got foreshocks and aftershocks, but it's nothing like this, where it's going on, our second week of hypervigilance. And so prayer, meditation, more important than ever, but also taking care of our bodies, right? I know I always say that, but if ever there was a time, it's now. I told you guys I was going to start a cleanse. I'm laughing because I was trying to back out of it. I was like, no, I want some fried chicken and some, tasty sushi and mashed potatoes, things that I consider comfort foods. But Miles talked me into staying on the cleanse with just a couple words. He was like, nah, now's the time to have a clear mind, clear vision. So I'm on it. And I do feel like it's helped me, to be honest. Thanks, Miles. But, drinking more water than usual. The toxins from the air are coming in through our skin, our eyeballs, and we're breathing them in. If you can wear a mask when you go out, wear a mask. If you can close all your windows, if you have any air filtration system, please use it. I'm so grateful for the one we have here in the studio, where our air quality is a 4, which is about as excellent as it can get, thanks to this IQ air filtration system. And actually, it's better outdoors than it's been in days here in Leimert Park. It's at a 68, which means, well, they say it's poor, but it's still better than it's been in days. And you could actually walk in this air quality right here, but you're going to want to wear a mask. News, traffic, and sports, and then more on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is an intervention. When we come forward, includes you. KBLA Talk 1580, turning pain into power.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 things you should know from BIN News. A man dressed as a firefighter was arrested for burglarizing a Malibu home and impersonating a firefighter. Authorities report around 30 arrests in wildfire evacuation zones due to looting concerns. The Senate begins confirmation hearings for President-elect Trump's cabinet picks this week. Doug Collins for Veteran Affairs, Pete Hegseth for Defense, Kristi Noem for Homeland Security, and Marco Rubio for Secretary of State are among those being considered. Megan Thee Stallion has received a 5-year restraining order against Tory Lanez, who is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting her in 2023. She claims he's been harassing her from prison and using third-party bloggers to defame her. And the Baltimore Ravens advanced to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-14. Derrick Henry had 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Is this the title? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Tonight in Glendale, Arizona, the Rams and Minnesota Vikings will play the final playoff game in the NFL's Wild Card Weekend. The Rams are 2.5-point underdogs, 5 p.m. kickoff on ABC and ESPN. The winner plays at Philadelphia next Sunday. Magic Johnson's NFL team, the Washington Commanders, won their first playoff game in 20 years. The Commanders pulled out a 23-20 win at Tampa Bay. Zane Gonzalez kicked a 37-yard field goal at the buzzer to win it. The 7th time this season, the Commanders have won on the final snap of the game. The Commanders will play at Detroit on Saturday. The NBA has granted permission to the Lakers and Clippers to resume their schedule tonight. Both teams had games postponed in the past 5 days because of the wildfires. The Lakers are at home tonight against San Antonio. The Clippers are home against Miami. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you in tough times, connecting you with resources and what you need to know. Evacuation shelters are located in the Pasadena Civic Center, the Dream Center in LA, the Westwood Recreation Center, and many more. You can call 311 for details. If you're in Los Angeles County and in need of food, call Omni Ministries at 310-631-1557. Donations can be made to Zelle, Omni Ministries, Inc. at yahoo.com. Parking Lot I outside of Rose Bowl Stadium is a pop-up mutual aid hub where you can pick up everything from clothing to food to hygiene supplies for free. To volunteer or donate to help victims of the fire, contact the LA Emergency Network at enla.org. The Cochran Firm and Ivy McNeil, Wyatt Purcell and Diggs, Jasmine Canick, and others have launched a GoFundMe specifically targeting Altadena. Visit LA Fires. The impacted Black community urgently needs help on GoFundMe, and donate to help Black evacuees fighting for survival. Airbnb is offering free temporary housing to people displaced by the fires. Call 211 to sign up. The LA Chamber of Commerce is stepping up to help you sort out insurance claims and other paperwork. Reach them at 213-580-7500. South LA Cafe has free groceries, clothing, and water available at 1700 Browning Boulevard in LA. Track their giveaways or volunteer through their Instagram at South LA Cafe. U-Haul is donating short-term storage free of charge for 30 days to evacuees. Shelter for small or large animals can be accessed by calling 211. A Black-led coalition of community organizations is offering support and resources in the Altadena area at the Flint Ridge Center at 236 West Mountain Street in Pasadena. For comprehensive lists of resources for housing, food, shelter, and more, visit Mutual Aid LA Network on Instagram. Praying for LA and standing with you. KBLA Talk 1580.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, where hate meets a scholarly match.
And it is, this is a catastrophe of generational proportions. And the reason I say that is not to make us feel terrible. It's to make us understand the gravity of the moment. We in California, we have been through a lot of disasters. I know I have in my lifetime. You know, the earthquake in San Francisco, the Northridge one, fires in the Bay and here in LA. But there's two reasons for that. Number one is the climate emergency. We need to put that lens on everything that's happening right now so that we can understand we have to build back differently, that we're going to have to live our lives differently, and that we're going to have to understand that and not just be pointing fingers. We have to be focusing on what we can do, focusing on what we want. The other reason I say that is because I know California people from north to south. When the going gets tough, we step up and we are there for each other. And you heard Brandon Lamar and James Farr talking about how they put out the call and hundreds came. And, you know, Walk Good LA, the same thing on Crenshaw, on Pico, people there volunteering all day long and dropping off donations. And it sounded like, honestly, from listening to Brandon and even hearing the way he explained it, that the gift card is a great thing to drop off. First of all, they don't take much to load them into your car. But just giving someone something that they can walk around with and use it when they need it, if they don't know exactly where they're going to be living or where they might have to move to and evacuate to or from, is really smart. And so I just want to celebrate that spirit that we have and remember to focus on that. Remember to celebrate the unity, our strength, our generosity, our kindness. It's so true. LA is a tough town. You know, people will shoot you down for bad hairdo or the wrong shoes. But when the going gets tough, we stand together. We might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this. She quotes Tupac. We are definitely LA strong and LA united. And that's just how we roll. It's, and that's a beautiful thing and something to celebrate and something to remember and something to gain strength and courage from. You know? My guest for the 8 o'clock hour is dealing with some fire-related impact and has had to reschedule, but we will hear from him soon, and I'm looking forward to it, to get a real inside look at what's going on with the incarcerated persons that are fighting these fires that are saving lives, right? People who we refuse to pass Proposition 6-4 so that they could stop being forced to work or for almost no wages. But these folks are out here saving lives, saving houses. You know, we have firefighters from Canada, from South Africa, from Mexico, from all of these neighboring states. That's human kindness and the greatness of the human spirit. And I have seen it every single time. Yeah, there are predators. There are always predators, though. When there's a disaster or there's no disaster, there's always a grifter. There's always a Trump in every disaster and in every everyday life. That's no reason to be discouraged. We have to be smart. We can't just give to every GoFundMe, like Brandon pointed out, if we're not sure. Give directly to a friend or go by Walk Good LA or the Flint Ridge Center. Go by someplace you know. Apparently, the parking lot eye at the Rose Bowl, that drop-in donation pickup center has moved to the Santa Anita racetrack. And all of these things are fluid right now. Go to where you know you can count on it being legit. But let's be encouraged. Let's revel in the greatness of our character, of who we are, our unity. And so when people attack our city, our mayor, and try to say, oh, it's just rich celebrities, oh, it's Babylon burning, blah, 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 shut out the noise and look around you at what's actually happening. Lots of people are impacted by this. Lots of black people are impacted by this. And you know what? The celebrities and rich people, they don't deserve to have their houses burned down or their kids' schools lost or their loved ones dead either, by the way. But in case you thought those were the only folks impacted, you would be thinking wrong. Let's go to Molly Bell, straight out of Compton.
God bless morning, Dominique. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Queen.
All right. Oh gosh, this is we've gone through some times now. But I wanted to share. I take a lot of pictures, Dominique. You know that. And so when I was taking pictures, and I was saying, I'm going to get my photo albums. What am I going to do with them? And I was talking to my girlfriend, and she gave me a real good suggestion. And this can be for the whole KBLA listeners. She said, they tell you, get your pictures of your family. So then I just start with my cell phone taking pictures that are on the wall. I took pictures of my driver's license. I took pictures of my birth certificate. It's all on my phone. And then I said, now what am I going to do? She said, take that, I think it's called a SIM card. Take that little bitty, it looks like an incense, take that out of your phone, and then you put that away. Then you could spend more time gathering up what you're looking for, because sometimes it looks so overwhelming. Where am I going to take all these pictures? Where am I going to put these clothes? What am I going to do with them? And so she gave me a lot of suggestions, and that's what I did after. And I went to church yesterday for the first time in a year and a half.
Praise God.
Actually drove. I asked them to pray for my joy back. And my pastor asked me, Molly Bell, why you haven't got your joy? I said, I don't know. But you know, Dominique, that I've been asking for it for a long time. I never knew that what was happening was going to happen. Maybe that was why it hadn't come yet, and I'm still praying for it. But, Dominique, would you continue to remind them to take pictures with their landline phone, with their cell phone, with the books that they had, so that they could remember if anything happened? And it would be a good way just to remember your insurance policy, your car insurance. We can do that, can't we, Dominique?
We can do that. I've been told by some organizers that if we can print stuff out, it's good to have it printed in case, you lose your phone or your phone breaks down. The other thing you can do once you take those pictures is you can email them to yourself, so you have them stored on an email in case you do lose your phone. You can always tap into your email and all those documents will be there. The other thing that I know that you're reminding me, Molly Bell, is that we are to take video and pictures of our homes. In case you have to evacuate, you'll have to prove to the insurance company that you had that piano, that TV, that whatever, furniture that you had. And by taking video or taking pictures, while you have proof of that information.
Wow. See there, that's what I'm saying, that two heads are better than one. Mm-hmm. And so with your head, I'm counting that as two, and mine is one, so that's three right there. That's three, because I didn't think about the furniture. I have a 1909 piano.
Wow.
In my house. I don't play, and I'm walking in the living room where it is, and you could hear this.
Oh, you need to tune that bad boy.
I have a piano. How do I get that out the house? How would I get that out? That was left by my family to my family in 1909, and it's written on the back of the piano. So I'm saying that there is so much that we have. You had already talked about cleaning up the house, getting rid of stuff. You had done an excellent job with the guests that we've had. So I'm just saying that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And so some of the people in the chat, remember stuff, put things in there. I have a reel-to-reel. I still have, I just have so much stuff. My books, I could take a picture of all my books that I have, especially the ones that are autographed, and then I'll have that forever. So I'm just saying to our family, we got this. We got this. And so, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, on the Tuesday, the 7th, and I put it in the post that day in the chat room, that my insurance man came over and asked me. I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm checking for your insurance because we're going to renew it." And it was Aegis Insurance. I don't care about saying it. And so I asked for his card, and he says, "Well, you have a new roof." I do. I have a brand new roof, solar panels, new windows, bars on my door, on the house that were put in 1956. And I asked him, why is he coming? He said, "Oh, we're just doing an inspection." And you know how I talk to my friends. And one of my friends said he wasn't inspecting. He was seeing what can he write up that can disqualify your insurance from all these years. So clean up all the rubbish around your house, and we got this. I'm closing now, Dominique. I love you. You have just been on time. I'm still praying for my joy back, but I believe it's going to happen.
If you find it, Molly Bell, if you find your joy, take a picture of that too, so you don't lose it again.
You are so crazy. All right. I will do it. Listen, all you prayer warriors out there, and I know you're out there, and I'm getting ready to go to the doctor in just a little while. You know what you've got to do. You've got to keep fasting, and we could maybe fast one morning or do an agreement. And so keep fasting, keep praying, because the struggle continues. And always, to God be the glory. Thank you, Dominique. Everybody have a blessed day.
You too, and thank you, Molly Bell. We always appreciate you. Well, Fahima says put your photos on a memory card, not a SIM card, because if you take the SIM card out, your phone won't work. But whatever you do, it's not a bad idea. Take a picture, email it to yourself, have it in the digital domain, back it up on the cloud. All that can help in times of stress. Molly Bell called 800-920-1580, and I invite you to do the same. We are unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
Okay, so last time I had insurance, I got hit with huge bills every time I saw the doctor.
You got to get a plan with low copays and no deductibles. That's what those big bills are. I got a plan through Covered California. Now it doesn't cost so much to go see a doctor.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they have a bunch of options like that, so you can find one that works for you and your cash flow.
I can swing that.
We all have questions. Covered California has answers and can find a health plan that's right for you. Covered California, this way to health insurance.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from Nitsa and the Advocacy.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we do more than just talk.
You got a big mouth.
Hello, Joe, you're up. Welcome. We're unapologetically progressive, and we don't black down.
We don't, and neither do you, obviously. 800-920-1580. I hope you'll join us on Thursday. I'm really excited about going out there to support community, to meet people, to share fellowship, and also resources with folks out in the Altadena, Pasadena area at Perry's Joint. It's called Perry's Joint. There in right at the Altadena Pasadena border. It's almost weird how they are two towns. Almost all of the LAUSD school system is going to open again on Monday. Well, today, but there are still some schools, lots of schools out in Pasadena that will still be closed. Pasadena Unified and the La Cañada Unified School Districts will be closed. Most of the LAUSD offices open today. And the fact that the fires are much more contained than they have been is one of the reasons for that decision, because we've had so much help, because our fire departments, our firefighters, state, local, was the city, the county, the state, the incarcerated, are doing an excellent job. There's some things you just can't take social media's word for, and that's one of them. our firefighters are doing an excellent job. Not sure why the LA City fire chief had a meltdown and decided to try to throw our mayor under the bus on national television. I don't know. Clearly, that she didn't think that through, because there's no way that helps anything. And contrary to rumors, she was not fired by the mayor. The mayor's much more wise and patient than I am, because I would have fired her, but ipso facto, quicko, in a hurry. Yeah. You to me, White, we're in the middle of a massive crisis and you want to go smack talk the mayor and the city on CNN and Fox? Either you're delusional, a straight delulu, crazy, you're a MAGA supporter, or you're a novice, or you're dumb. I don't know the lady. I know her not at all. I know that she has been attacked by Elon Musk and their ilk, and now they're trying to pivot and talk about her like she's a hero because she attacked our mayor. But they were initially dragging her for being LGBTQ plus and supposedly a DEI hire. But wait, you're willing to talk smack about the black woman and what we think of as a woke city? Oh, all of a sudden we love you. Yeah. The importance of breathing, meditation, focusing on what we want, not what we don't want. Let's go to Carl calling us from LA.
Hey, good morning, Dominique. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Oh,
I'm blessed, and I'm doing my best. How are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to do my best too. Hey, they say the sheriff said there's still a lot of people missing. They're trying to find them, make sure where they're at or not. But hey, look, I'm going to hook up with this power company to hang cables, power lines. I don't know if it's too early to be speaking on jobs and stuff, but there's a lot of people right here in Los Angeles that's living from paycheck to paycheck, need some work, and willing to help out, I mean,
to me, Carl, if you need a job, it's never too early to be talking about one.
Yeah, that's the case right now. I got laid off a month ago, but hey, you know how that works. It was from paycheck to paycheck on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't think Donald Trump gonna do any stimulus money or, I hope people can get their food stamps and all that type of stuff for them. And
we shall see.
Housing.
We know that that Biden has locked in the disaster relief money for the next 6 months for California at 100%. But he will be gone when that 6 months is up. And, our governor is fighting with the president-elect, as he should. But because I don't think kissing his butt is going to work, although many of the governors across the country are trying that, as are these corporations. Yeah. Did you see how now there are so many people that have donated $1 million and $2 million to the inauguration fund, which is a highly unregulated slush fund. The president controls.
Yeah, well, I see Beyonce gave up a couple of $2 million. I seen that yesterday. So
have you verified that? Okay, but here's the thing. Yeah. My point that I was trying to get to, Carl, is that they have taken in so much of that slush money that the people that give $1 million or $2 million are not even guaranteed a seat at the inauguration or VIP treatment. They're sopping up so much cash, unregulated cash, which will supposedly go to his museum, his presidential library, if he doesn't spend it on the inauguration. Of course he won't. We're over $200 million. You ain't going to spend no $200 million on an inauguration. It's really just a Trump slush fund.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. And then this guy, Elon Musk, with his vehicles, he's talking about he's donating a certain amount of vehicles. And, I could just see them turning into Army vehicles now, the contract.
What I saw is that Beyonce donated $2.5 million to fire relief.
Mm-hmm.
Not to
every
Trump.
Dollar helps.
But not to Donald Trump.
Helps. Yeah, no, I didn't say Donald Trump. I said to the fire relief.
Oh, I thought you said to Trump. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, $2.5 million is great. I mean, look, Elon Musk going to donate a few cars? That's like 1 penny to him. He's the richest man in the world. He's about to be the world's first trillionaire.
Wow, ain't that something?
He's about to be a trillion. Nobody needs $1 trillion. That man could donate and rebuild every single home in the Palisades and the Eaton fire, and he still would barely feel it.
Yeah, well, they turning Echo Park. They got Echo Park over there in the news again. They say it's a donation spot. You can come over there and donate, pick up. Even people that live in the city can pick up items. So the donations are there. Talk to you later, Dominique. Enjoy.
Okay. Hey, stay safe, Carl. Stay safe.
Always.
Yeah. Good to hear from you. And look, I think that these are, these are legitimate things to think about. We have a lot of rebuilding to do. What part can we play? Whether it's a job, a donation, or sharing your intellectual expertise, which many are doing right now, for insurance relief. By the way, our insurance commissioner, Ricardo Lara, putting a moratorium on insurance companies canceling insurance, to Molly Bell's point, in the evacuation areas. Yeah, that guy was looking for an excuse to cancel your insurance. That's what they're doing in California, but not just in other states. So they've been taking your money for as long as you've owned that house, Molly Bell, 50 years or so. But when it comes time to pay the piper because something happens to you, they're going to try to bail. That's what they're doing. But we, the people, have the responsibility and the ability to stop it, and we will. KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 things you should know from BIN News. A man dressed as a firefighter was arrested for burglarizing a Malibu home and impersonating a firefighter. Authorities report around 30 arrests in wildfire evacuation zones due to looting concerns. The Senate begins confirmation hearings for President-elect Trump's cabinet picks this week. Doug Collins for Veteran Affairs, Pete Hegseth for Defense, Kristi Noem for Homeland Security, and Marco Rubio for Secretary of State are among those being considered. Megan Thee Stallion has received a 5-year restraining order against Tory Lanez, who is serving a 10-year sentence for shooting her in 2023. She claims he's been harassing her from prison and using third-party bloggers to defame her. And the Baltimore Ravens advanced to the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-14. Derrick Henry had 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm Bree Wood on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Is this the time? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Tonight in Glendale, Arizona, the Rams and Minnesota Vikings will play the final playoff game in the NFL's Wild Card Weekend. The Rams are 2.5-point underdogs, 5 p.m. kickoff on ABC and ESPN. The winner plays at Philadelphia next Sunday. Magic Johnson's NFL team, the Washington Commanders, won their first playoff game in 20 years. The Commanders pulled out a 23-20 win at Tampa Bay. Zane Gonzalez kicked a 37-yard field goal at the buzzer to win it. The 7th time this season, the Commanders have won on the final snap of the game. The Commanders will play at Detroit on Saturday. The NBA has granted permission to the Lakers and Clippers to resume their schedule tonight. Both teams had games postponed in the past 5 days because of the wildfires. The Lakers are at home tonight against San Antonio. The Clippers are home against Miami. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands with you, neighbor to neighbor, bringing you resources and what you need to know. Sign up for Notify LA on your phone to get fire danger alerts and updates, or check on lafd.org. The Watch Duty app is free and provides wildfire maps and updates in real time. Keep your gas tank full and plan your route in case you have to leave the area. City and county officials are urging you to pack a go bag so you can be ready to leave your home quickly. Small radio and emergency contacts. If you receive an evacuation order, gather your loved ones, grab your bag.